Following the acquisition of Activision by Microsoft, something amazing happened. Something great. In an attempt to make nice with the Call of Duty community, some legend over at Microsoft went in and fixed up all the server issues that many of the classic CODs have been suffering from. And the end result, it's a COD renaissance. I was not expecting. The state of Call of Duty's main installments like Warzone and Modern Warfare 2 is rough. A lot of fans have walked away from the series entirely, but fixing up the older COD games, the franchise is experiencing a huge resurgence, even if not on the game that Activision just released. So today, we're going to go over the 10 best Call of Duty games to play in 2023 based on the current state of the games. Also, how many people are playing and the quality of experience. Obviously, this is going to be very subjective, but I'm going to do my best to assess community opinions and give you guys a good representation of what the games are like right now. So drop a like. Welcome to the channel. Chaos here, and let's get started at number 10. COD World War II on PS4 and Xbox One. Now, for a lot of people, COD World War II was a boots-on-the-ground game that was really close to being good. But for other people, it was genuinely a great Call of Duty title that was criminally underrated after the multiplayer was overhauled. To me, it had a lot of good elements to it, but the original version turned me off so much that I never went back. But I can admit, when I'm off base from the community, and this game definitely deserves a shout out on this video because it has a very passionate following, and they're keeping it alive. There also seems to be a very small uptick in players since it was confirmed that Sledgehammer would be making the 2023 Call of Duty game, which is something that happens a lot. When the developer of a new COD game is confirmed, the community usually goes back to the studio's best game to give it another try. And with Sledge making Modern Warfare 3 later this year, COD World War II has gotten a few more players, especially after the leak that the war mode is coming to the new one. It's gotten a lot of additional free content after the overhaul, and if you want to refresh yourself on the war mode before it gets added to this year's, go give it a try. Before we move on, guys, if you are getting anything G Fuel, tubs, shakers, anything, or if you've never tried G Fuel, use code CHAOS. Get up to 30% off. They absolutely have so many deals going on all month and into August as well. They are stacked. The link is at the top of the description. Make sure you tweet at me or X at me, whatever we're going to call it now, if you do end up getting some. At number 9. Black Ops Cold War. Cold War was widely hated when it first launched. It had some crazy ideas and pretty obviously rushed development cycle. The game was super buggy and there was a lot of balancing oversights that unfortunately were a result of the game having to be thrown together in roughly a year less. I don't know if people have just gotten nicer to Black Ops Cold War because the games that came out after it are more hated, or maybe people are enjoying it because it got better with updates, which I admit it did. Doesn't matter the reason. Black Ops Cold War is a very popular Call of Duty game right now, and a lot of people are insisting it's the best COD of the last few years, which I agree with. It's kind of frustrating with the aspects like the score streak cooldowns and really the whole score streak system, but the maps are good. The time to kill is actually a nice change of pace. The visibility's solid in the game, and the audio is probably the best we've ever gotten in the COD Golden Age. Honestly, overall, it's fun. It's a solid middle ground between the modern COD formula and the classic COD formula. If that sounds up your alley, there's a lot of people keeping the servers alive right now, especially after it was made free for PlayStation Plus users and the PC version was moved from Battle.net over to Steam. At number 8. COD 4 on the Xbox 360. It puts a smile on my face to say this. Call of Duty 4 is where the COD sensation kicked off. Yes, the original game was popular on the PC, and COD 2 got some mileage out of it, being an Xbox 360 launch title. It was COD 4. Turned the series into the blockbuster franchise we all know and some of us love today. The game holds up. The simple gameplay, the excellent map design, it's still good now, and that the servers are being revived. A lot of people have been going back on the 360 or other Xbox consoles to experience it. Even those who never got to play it back in the day are giving it a go, which is awesome since the game is over 15 years old and there's still people playing it. So if you want to see where it all started, download COD 4 and whip out the M16. At number 7, World at War on the Xbox 360. I've seen so many screenshots of people playing World at War and it makes me so freaking happy. Yes, it's basically a reskin of COD 4, and for that reason, a lot of people may not like it. I don't care. It's a very simple Call of Duty game, but it's for that exact reason that we all loved it. At least I did. World at War is an amazing game that really doesn't feel like any other COD game ever released because even though it's basically a COD 4 reskin, the bigger maps, the darker tone, and the heavier use of rifles and snipers made it completely different from its predecessor. It's an awesome game. Go download it and play right now. At number 6, Warzone 1. With the current version of Warzone being in such a controversial place, a lot of people have gone back to the OG version for a few more weeks before they shut it down forever. It launched in 2020, lasted over 2 years as Activision's main COD project, and a new version of the game replaced it with the launch of Modern Warfare 2, but with all the changes made and the fact that the progress was erased in the new version, a lot of people just want to keep grinding the original. You can do it for a few more weeks as of the making of this video. Warzone 1 can be played until September 21st when the servers are going to be shut down, so be sure to get your last few games in while you still can, because I think many of us in the community agree that the original version was pretty enjoyable. Now we reach the top 5. Modern Warfare 2 on the 360. When it was first announced that the old school COD servers had been fixed, the first thing people did was flock and boot up Modern Warfare 2. It's only natural since the most recent COD release was the 2022 version of this game, which many people consider to be a total misuse of the name since the two games aren't alike. But the original Modern Warfare 2 is a fan favorite. People still play to this day, and now, yeah, there's people going from the new Modern Warfare 2 over to the old one. Classic Modern Warfare 2 on the Xbox 360 is alive and kicking. Granted, there's quite a few people doing their best to remind everybody of how busted the game is. Crazy camping spots, people abusing one-man army noob tubes. You guys know the drill, but I don't know. This isn't a game you should boot up if you want a balanced tactical experience. If you just want old school Call of Duty nostalgia to just go run through your body, go play it. At number 4, Modern Warfare 3 on the 360. I may get some heat for this, but I was always more of a Modern Warfare 3 version than a Modern Warfare 2 one. When compared to Modern Warfare 2, it was much more balanced. There aren't as many ridiculous things that you can't see coming like giant explosions or infinite cross-map noob tubes. Plus, Modern Warfare 3 had the specialist package. Incurred playing more aggressively, getting good at aiming, shooting. I mean, you could take your enemy's head on instead of just blowing them up from a distance. It was a good game. I'm happy to see it's thriving again on the 360. Still a bit of BS in the game, of course, and there's always going to be people exploiting it, but it's worth the download. At number 3, Black Ops 2 on the 360. Now, it may still be hacked up pretty good, I know, but the revival of the servers, it's a little more manageable. For the longest time, it was unplayable on consoles because every single lobby you entered had at least one hacker. However, with the recent influx of players, it is easier to get into a clean Black Ops 2 lobby, and the experience is just what you remember. Probably the closest thing we'll ever get to a perfect Call of Duty game, and being able to play it on the 360 with the classic trash talk through everyone's low-quality headset mics, it's perfection. The only reason it's at number 3 because there's still a decent number of hackers and you have to dodge them a lot, but it is what it is. At number 2, COD Plutonium. This might be cheating, but Plutonium is still fun, and if you're a PC player, you should jump in. It's a modded launcher for Black Ops 2, Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 1, and World at War that provides clean servers, classic experiences, and modded zombies for the games that support the mode. After X Labs and SM2 were sent cease and desist letters by Activision, a lot of people were worried that Plutonium would be next, but as of this video, it's still going. So if you want to play those games and you want to play them with the best possible experience you can, go for it. And at number 1, Black Ops 1 on the 360. When you factor in every aspect of classic Call of Duty, BO1 on the 360 is probably the closest you can get to it right now. It's my personal favorite of all time. Promise that's not why it's here. The original Black Ops not only has a fantastic gameplay loop, some of the best maps in the entire franchise, but it also has a lot of great game modes, including Wager Match Playlist that never return in another game. It's extremely populated right now. Doesn't actually have that many hackers hanging around yet. Can't say that for most of the games on the list, but it's relatively clean in terms of cheaters, and the connection is decent. On top of that, you have one of the best classic COD experiences ever made, so what more could you want? It is currently the best Call of Duty experience available right now if you have an Xbox console, if you ask me. Go install it, join the fun, relive it before it's gone.